Welcome back. Today I have a couple of Lichess rapid games that I want to analyze, and I have already run the game review for the first one, so I know that there was one point at which I went behind, and it was right here. I'm going to scroll. Oh no, I already have scrolled out of the way, so I can't see what I did play. The reason I did that, as soon as it got here, I just scrolled immediately, is because right under that, it says what I should have played, and I wanted to see for myself. That's why I also have not turned on Stockfish. If I'm not mistaken, I saw that my my knight was under threat from that pawn, and I had trouble deciding where to move it. Obviously, I need to move it or I'm going to lose it for a pawn. Right, they already have the rook and their bishop pointed right here, and when they take that, they're going to get the bishop too. And I think what I did was put it right there, which doesn't make any sense, right? That attacks the rook, but it basically allows the rook to take here, and when I take back, they've picked up an extra piece, which is what I think happened. So I'm guessing that I should have moved it here to protect the bishop. Of course, we try not to put our knights on the edge of the board or in the corners, but I think in this case it was necessary. I mean, obviously I can't go there because their pawn's attacking, and if I go there to b5, then, it's not defending the bishop. Can't go here. I guess I could go to d1 with it, but that separates my rooks, which I don't want to do. Wow, I don't like these original colors. That's why I was using a browser extension to give me, it was called Prettier Lichess, which gave me better colors and control over the colors. I could choose the colors of these arrows and circles. The problem with it is, I guess Lichess updated their site, so the extension didn't work and some things were covering each other. And I guess they haven't updated the extension yet to match the site, so I had to turn it off. These colors are distracting me because of how bad they are, at least in my opinion. Like, that's just a dark, sad red, and this green and the blue are dark as well, and also sad. That yellow's sad too. Sorry, if you like those colors, that's okay. They just don't do it for me. It's a personal thing. Anyway, I guess that's okay too because it defends the bishop and this over here. So I'm guessing it's one of those two, but I think I would prefer knight to a4 because it doesn't separate my rooks, right? Okay, let's turn on the engine. Okay, both of those would have kept me with an advantage, but it looks like the engine prefers knight to d1. I guess I just didn't think it was a good idea to separate the rooks. Maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, because you see here I'm threatening the bishop, so I guess they need to trade, don't they? It's one of their, well, they have quite a few moves that keep it right here. They don't have to trade the bishops. They could wait for me to trade. But it says they want to play g5, and then I would get my other knight out over here, I guess, trying to go there, but then wouldn't they play g4? Yeah, it says if I put this knight here after they played g5, then they would just play g4. Then what would I do? Oh, then I could just threaten the rook directly here. And they wouldn't take it, they would go back. Okay, but they could also play rook to c8 to try to bring another friend in here. And if they did that, then I would take their bishop, okay? Or they could play a4, and I would just take it. And then they wouldn't take back with their pawn, with their rook that's back there. It says they would get this bishop out of danger. Oh, to maybe protect that pawn? But they could just trade off bishops now. I'm pretty sure that's probably what my opponent would have done here, but I don't know. I mean, they might recognize that their bishop is strong there. And I think that whatever they played, I would probably take their bishop. Except for maybe this. Let's see. Yeah, it says my best move is to take there, but taking the bishop's not bad. Okay. Well, what about the other thing, which was knight to a4, which isn't quite as good for some reason, but it goes over +3 unless they play this, which keeps them at +2.4. Which they might, but if they did that, it says I would play king to f1. I think if they did that, I would take their bishop. Let's see. Yeah, I would probably, there it keeps hopping up and down, but yeah, I think I would just take their bishop here because before this little problem, before I messed up here, I'm ahead a knight for a pawn. So I'm up 2 points of material, and any even trade here should benefit me as long as it doesn't give away something else. So yeah, I think here, even if they played their best move, I would probably just trade off their bishops. I assume they would take back with the king, and then I don't know. Okay. I mean, I think I understand it now. Wherever I move the knight, it has to protect. Whoa, wow. Wherever I move the knight, it has to protect the bishop because if I don't, they get the bishop. And if I don't move it at all, then I lose the knight for a pawn. And more. Actually, I just lose the knight because if I take back, and then I think we'd be even at that point. Okay, let's once again, the words are not wanting to come out of my mouth in the right order or at the right speed. I probably need to come up with some vocal exercises like a singer that is about to, go out for a concert or an opera show. I probably need to come up with some of those vocal exercises that they do, or at least learn what they are so I can do that, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers or something before I come out here and start talking. All right, good news. In this game, even though I had 2 mistakes and 2 blunders, according to the little graph down here, there's only one place at which I gave it away, and it was my last move. Wait, I'm trying to remember what happened. This was last night's game. I think I just gave away a piece because I didn't realize that square was guarded. Oh, that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Okay, So apparently I've been ahead this entire time, according to this, And right here, my opponent has played an inaccuracy. The engine thinks, or the game review thinks I'm up plus 1.7. I haven't turned on the engine yet. Oh, and I scrolled out of there, didn't I? So it's not showing what I did play. I remember what I played. Yep, I do. Oh, wow. That is embarrassing. I just gave away a piece. Okay. What should I have done, though? Oh, I didn't tell you what I moved. Should I tell you? It's embarrassing. Okay. I put my knight right there. Yeah, of course. They can just take it. And they did. I remember that. But I don't know what I should have played. I will say what my idea was, because for some reason I couldn't see that. I didn't see that knight guarding that square. My idea was, this sets me up for 2 forks. Well, not that one, this one. Putting the knight on d5 sets me up for a fork over here and a fork over here. But even if this knight wasn't on b4 and I played this, couldn't they have just moved their king out of the way? Well, they can't go there or there with it, or there, because of my bishop. And if they go there, I still have 2 forks. Okay, so the only way, what if they had come forward though? I think if they had come forward, I was planning on putting my knight right here to block their f-pawn from moving any further. But yeah, for some reason I just didn't see that knight, and they took it. And then I realized I just lost a piece. I'm a whole piece down. So, okay, I'm going to turn on the engine and see what the engine thinks I should. Oh, I only had 1 move. No, sorry. Oh, that's them. Okay, back up. I had two moves that kept us over +1. One was a3 to challenge their knight, and the other was f3. It says if I played f3, they would have taken with their e-pawn, and I would have taken with my rook, which in case, I guess I would have been threatening their f-pawn then. But those are the only 2 moves. And f3 is slightly better according to the engine at depth 20. Oh, a little thing popped up that said go deeper. I never knew what that plus button was for. Should I click it? It probably won't change its mind, will it? Oh, it says it might go all the way up to 99. I don't know if it will. Also, my computer's fan will probably kick on if it keeps going. And there's no stop button. I can't just say, oop, that's where I wanted to go. Show threat? I guess I should have figured out what all those buttons up there did before. Well, the deeper it goes, it looks like f3 and a3 are still going to be the only moves. We're at a depth of 26 now. And every couple of steps, the f3 gets a little bit further away from a3, but then a couple of steps, they'll come back closer again. Yeah, see, the 1.7, 1.5. Oh, a3 just dropped to 1.1 though. All right, well, again, I don't know. I guess only way I can stop that is by turning off the engine, because yeah, I did hear my computer's fan kick on. I would probably have played this, but then wouldn't they have put the knight here? Let's see if I turn this back. Oh, no, it stopped at a depth of 28. Okay, good. Okay, what if I had played a3? It says that's not their best move, but it's close. If they had played that, I just would have put the knight over, but then they would have got that pawn. Yep. What if I had played here? Oh, it says they still would have taken the pawn, and I wouldn't take back. I'm guessing the reason that even if I played rook to a2 and they took the pawn, the reason I wouldn't take is because then they would have a pawn fork. I'm guessing, but I would want to play rook to c1 so that when they took the pawn, my rook would be lined up with this undefended pawn, and then I would want to move my knight somewhere. So if I played this and they took the pawn, which is their best move, oh, then I would still want to play f3 would then be my only move. All right. Well, I probably wouldn't have found f3, so backing up to here. Well, I do know that what I played was a blunder because it just gives away a piece, right? I get that. But what I'm not getting is how to figure out which moves are the best. This one I understand, except I might have been hesitant to play it because of this, and then I would come over and they would get the pawn, and then I wouldn't have found f3. So I wouldn't have lost a piece, but I would have lost a pawn. And then after not finding f3, I would be back to even, I think. And then they have 3 unopposed. Well, I guess their c-pawn is partially opposed, but they have 2 unopposed passed pawns after that with a rook behind them. And I assumed that this one would be coming forward quickly, protected by that. My knight would have to move, and then this one would come, and then it would come further. And I don't know that I'd be able to stop them. So yeah, I didn't think I was ahead right here, but apparently I was. And at some point earlier in the game, I was as high as +4 way back here. If only I had played bishop to b2. Well, that one I guess I should have seen, but instead I challenged their queen, and their queen ran away, and then I should have played bishop to f1 or queen to h5. I did play queen to h5, which is a check, and they blocked with their queen. My best move is to take this pawn. Well, that's great because I did take that pawn. Then they played here, and what I should have done is go to queen to f4. I did that, so I was up much better here, but then when they got this knight out, I should have played knight to b5. Oh, aiming for that. Okay. But guess what I found here? I found bishop to b2, but that was inaccurate. They didn't see the threat, so they didn't move the rook up, which they should have. Instead, they hopped in here. Well, I was worried about this, so I checked here, thinking I could, pick up this pawn and maybe threaten there somehow, depending on where they went, but they blocked with the queen again. Oh, and I should have just taken the rook. Okay, but I did that instead. And then I should have castled. I did. Okay. All right. Well, it wasn't just that last move that killed me. I had, as you saw, a couple of other chances in this game. All right. And again, that last move was embarrassing. Surely I could have found something that would have kept us even instead of, putting me down, whatever I went down here, almost -4. Congratulations to my opponent for hanging on so long and not giving up earlier when I was so far ahead. This move should have been easy to spot for them. They took their time on it, didn't they? They spent 12 seconds wondering if that was a free piece, but I guess good job for making sure. Well, I have some time left, so I think I'm going to do some Puzzle Rush. All right, and I just realized that I look really dark in the picture here, but I think that's because I'm wearing a white shirt and the auto exposure is exposing for the white shirt, which makes everything else look a little darker. I didn't actually get a tan between the last video and this one. It's just that I wore a light colored shirt. Let's do the 5-minute version this time. Let's give it a shot. Here, I'm guessing it's going to be a back rank mate because they're going to move that rook. Yeah. Okay. Then I have to take it. All right. And this is a very similar proposition right here. I have to take that and then that. Okay. This time is much easier, looks like. All right. I'm playing with the white pieces. Well, if I check, they can take the pawn, but then I'll get their rook. Maybe that's what I should do. Oh, it was. Okay. And if they didn't take the pawn, then I could advance it. Or maybe still take the rook. This is also a back rank, isn't it? Oh, I just with more interpositions. All right. That is checkmate, isn't it? I think it is. Okay. White. Is that checkmate? I think it is. I do feel like I'm getting some easy ones today. I think I have a check here, and then they have to come up, and then that's mate, maybe? Oh, they had to block first. Okay. And then that's mate. I think it has to be that, and then that lets my queen down there, I think, because their queen can't defend over there. Yeah. And then this should be checkmate. Oh, their rook's pinned. Should I just take it? No, because then they have an extra queen. But if I come back here, they can block. Guess I could take here, but then if they take, then I take back, and then they still have a queen. Okay, well, I should check then. What do I do when they block with their rook here? Oh, then I check over here. Okay, I think. Oh, it stopped. Oh my, that wasn't nice. I'm playing with the black pieces? Wait, I actually have more pieces than they do. I could check with the rook or I could check with the queen. I'm going to check with the rook, I guess. Oh, I'm in check. Wow. All right. And I can't save the bishop. Okay. Should I block? And then take it? Okay, well, A, that was embarrassing because I didn't realize I was in check, and B, I think it should have gone a little further because I don't think I would have won that resulting position. They were about to pick up my bishop for free. Anyway, okay, I'm not in check in this one, so I think I should check them here. And again, it didn't continue because then I didn't know whether to take their rook or check them again. All right, I think I should check them with this rook. And again, it stopped. I didn't think that was mate. Looked like they had a move to get out. But I could be wrong. Well, this is mate. Should I just take their knight? Or take their bishop first and then take their knight? Like so. Okay, good thing I saw that. Well, this isn't check because, it's not mate because they would just take my queen. And I can't mate here because A, their knight's guarding that square, and B, my bishop can't see it. But I can solve both of those problems like this, right? And then this is mate. Okay. I can't take that, can I? Well, then I don't know what to do. Oh, I can move this pawn. Oh, no. Yeah, I have no idea what to do in that one. And then check here and then take the rook. Okay. See, I could check. That it? Oh, and then I can just take the rook. Both rooks. Okay. Oh, I'm almost out of time. Wow. I'm not doing that well today. Oh, they're attacking my queen. Should I just take it? Or should I take their queen? Nope. Okay. All right. Wow. Well, we got up around 900 and I suddenly had some troubles. All right. And I was about out of time anyway. Oh, it's my number one this week. Well, I think it's my only one this week in this 5-minute version. Okay. Well, let's see the ones that I missed. Again, I'm assuming if I had decided to spend more time on it, I could have figured it out. What did I do in this one? Oh, I pushed the pawn. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any checks. I could threaten their queen, but I think they would just take it and they would still be defending the bishop. All right, yeah, I have no idea. Okay, I could put my queen here. Oh, because of the bishop, I'm threatening mate. Okay, I didn't see that, but I'm in check, so I have to get out of check. I could check this. I could just move down. Oh, that was going to be the end of the puzzle. So I had to threaten mate this way. All right. No, the theme is not mate in 3. This is incorrect. But now there's no thumbs there for me to thumbs down it. That's weird. If I click it again, will it show me that? If I play it and I get it right? Oh yeah, I can't click thumbs down on it anymore. But yeah, the theme can't be mate in 3 if it's not going to let me checkmate. And the theme is opposite colored bishops? All right. Maybe they didn't like how often I was clicking thumbs down on all the past pawn themes, and so they removed my ability to do that. Okay. And in this one, they took that, and I took their queen, and that was wrong. So what I should have done, take their bishop? That doesn't make sense. Or should I have checked here, let them take, and then I would take, and if they took back, then I would get theirs? No, that's still an even trade, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I have no idea. Wow, I was hoping to have time to do 2 of these 5-minute sessions, but it's taking me so long to figure out these very simple puzzles that I'm not going to have time to do a second round. Also, it is bothering me now that I don't have the thumbs up and thumbs down on these themes anymore. It shouldn't bother me though, because that'll save me a lot of time in the future. If I don't have the option to click on them, maybe I'll quit looking at the themes. It just bugs me when they're wrong. Like this one says rook's on the 7th. What rook in this puzzle has been or will be on the 7th rank or the 2nd rank? None of them. So I would like to click thumbs down on that theme, but it's gone. So yeah, it bugs me that they have wrong themes. But no, I don't understand that puzzle. Okay, next one. Play. What did I do here? Did I take that? Oh, I thought they were going to take and I'd take and that'd be mate, but that's because I forgot this other rook over here. Okay, so that wasn't it. I should have checked there. Okay. I got it. Mate in 2, that's good. Doubled rook, also good. Bishop pair, no. Was not related to the bishop pair at all. Queen sacrifice, okay. X-ray attack, I got it. All right, well, thank you for spending your time here. For about half of this video, I felt like my brain was in a fog, and fortunately, I have the magic ability to edit out those long pauses where I stare endlessly at the screen. I'd like to think I'm getting better, but only time and my rapid rating will tell me if I'm getting better. But I'm pretty sure I'm not getting worse, so that was my goal for this year. Anyway, I'll see you next time.